Hi everybody, this is my first attempt at a distance learning video. This first video, I'm just going to go over the distance learning plan and some of the things I'm working on to help you out. So in case you were wondering, in case you didn't see me on Friday or if you were confused, the distance learning plan for the first 2 weeks is just to finish reading Purple Hibiscus. Now, the school has required that all teachers give you assignments that are due on Friday, okay? And so since that is the school's requirement, the 2 assignments I'm giving you are going to be both due on Friday. The first one will be due this Friday. The second one will be due the next Friday. Now, at this point, all we know is that we're out for 2 weeks. I know we're all watching the news, and most of us are probably thinking it's going to be more than 2 weeks. That's what I'm thinking. But until I hear otherwise, we have 2 weeks of assignments. All right, so this is the assignment. I gave some of you guys a hard copy. It's on Classroom for everybody, okay? So my thought process was 2 weeks of my class is 5 class periods. So I broke this assignment up into 5. So I gave you 3 things to do this week and 2 things to do next week. Yeah, I know you might be like, well, I would only have your class 2 times this week. Well, we're not at school, so, think about you have 3 assignments this week, 2 next week. Next week's like, woo, only 2 English assignments. Hip, hip, hooray. So what I want you to be doing this week is I want you to read chapters 12, 13, and 14. Okay, so chapter 12 is the most amount of reading. We have 19 pages left. I'm going to make a video today summarizing some of that. Then read chapter 13. That's only 13 pages. And chapter 14 is only 12 pages. But oh my gosh, you guys, chapter 14 takes place after Palm Sunday. This is what we've been waiting for. We get to see what happened after Palm Sunday. So cool. All right, so what is the assignment that's due Friday? Well, Week 1, chapter 12 to 14 questions. So it's not a ton of questions, and we already answered some of the chapter 12 questions, but I'm asking you to answer the questions and submit them in Classroom by Friday. Now, if there's any questions that super confuse you, you can reach out to me through email, through Classroom, through Remind. I shared my phone number on Classroom. There are so many ways to reach out to me, so that should not be an issue. If you can't figure out how to reach out to me, ask a friend, because hopefully they can figure it out. So we'll get it together. All right, so let's look at Classroom real fast. Classroom. All right, so we're looking at my first period's Classroom, but I posted everything to all the classrooms, so it should look the same. Let's go to classwork. All right, so right at the top of your classroom, you should see distance learning. That's where I'm going to post all the assignments you're expected to do from a distance, right? Corona, corona. Okay, so the survey, the first thing that is the survey, that's optional, but that's where I was kind of asking you guys, hey, what can I do to help you out? Okay, so I've looked at it. I'll look at it again because a couple more people have taken it. At this point, if you haven't taken the survey, take it today. If not, just forget about it. All right, so week 1 assignment. All right, so, whoops, it does this to me every time because it thinks it's funny. It's not funny. Okay, so there are several attachments as always. The first attachment is 9th grade distance learning plan and calendar. That's the document I was showing you at the start of the video. This right here, Distance Learning Purple Hibiscus chapter and audiobooks, that is the link to chapter by chapter and to the audiobook. So if you want to listen to the audiobook, that has the YouTube links to the one we've been listening to in class, and it's set up by chapter. So you can start at chapter 12, take a break, listen to 13. It has the links to each chapter. These are the questions. Okay, this is the rest of the book. So if you're like, I don't want to read chapter by chapter, I just want to read the rest of the book, this document has the rest of the book. And then these are the questions you're going to answer. Now, to see these questions, you have to click View Assignment and Your Work. So for you, it'll look a little different. These will be under your work. Now, the one thing is, because this is not exactly copyright, it's not exactly following the copyright laws, the links to the version of the book I have online are only viewable to people with the Drew Charter School link, because they're only viewable to my students. If you can't log into your Drew Charter School account at home, let me know and I can share it with you. Or if your parents want it, I can share it with you.